Let's get it going. Cats is up.
Good luck to you, brother.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
To throw again, Jensen. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jensen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they'll run it with Cohen. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw. Jensen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Edelman. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
1st down carry here for Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40. Look at the spin. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Forced out to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, that's caught by Macklin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Ben to throw again. Macklin's got it for a Patriots touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On first down, Jensen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Jensen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger being chased out, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
While that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch it now, Barney!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
No, check, Patriot!
Looking to throw on second down. Jensen dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Cohen And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They try again with Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a third down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. They run. It's Johnson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Let's go, let's go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's got the hook up to Lee. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
66.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second down, Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a carry for White. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. And he's got it up and through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Gone, 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 gone.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Buying time to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back to throw. Jensen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do. And I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jensen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He's back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Back to throw. To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Patriots.
Hurry up, let's go. Hey. Everyone's got 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. Throwing on first down, Jensen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
There to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he will dive into the end zone. two-point conversion.